Man like Lloyd, cinematographer, filmmaker, camera mover. You best don't edit this out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Beers and Buds Music Review Show.
Yes, sir.
This is me, your host with the most, Lloyd Evans, on a very, very warm day in London.
Boo, boo, boo. I don't know
Let's go. And with me is the best keys player in the business. The best tabla player in the whole world. Any Indian can, and no one can fuck with this guy, bro. So one time I saw this guy playing keys with his hand and tabla with his feet. It was brazy.
Mad.
Best hair on YouTube. I've got to do this intro all again. I've got to make it different. Best hair on YouTube. You know what it is. Mahesh Parker's here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, give him a round of applause. And put booze in. Put booze in post prod. Yeah. This is the music review show. Today,
Yes, sir.
we are going to review 2 albums. First album we are going to review is Knucks Alpha House.
Yes, sir.
Mahesh, you want to go first? Talk about Knucks Alpha.
Yeah.
Knucks is we'll do a little overview.
Yeah.
Knucks is an artist. He's been around for a few years. Been popping for. He's probably been around for a long time. But he really broke off maybe a year or two ago, 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like in the last year or two, he really.
I feel like it was maybe just before the pandemic was when he started to spike.
Yeah.
And then after pandemic.
Yeah, because he had Hooper, which is with notes, and that dropped in 2018, 2017. But he's been dropping tunes for ages.
Tune in Notes.
Notes, yeah, it's called Hooper. Yeah.
Really, that's big. But then Notes was hot shit as well.
Yeah.
He was hot shit.
But then 2020, I feel like it really took.
Yeah, Notes was hot shit back then. Oh wow, fair play.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So, start with Mahesh. What do you think of Knucks' album?
You know what? I think it's decent at best. I think I'll be honest. On first listen, I think I quite enjoyed it. But then I spoke to Lloyd about it, and I don't know. I feel like definitely subconsciously, Lloyd's opinion kind of filtered through to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Because that usually doesn't happen.
No, but then when you said it, I don't know. When I was listening to it, I was just like, actually, no, you're kind of. But I think you are right. I think it's a decent listen. But it does I think production isn't too varied, and it can get quite repetitive. And yeah, there were a lot of tunes. There are a lot of tunes on there that I don't think I'll come back to, and that doesn't make it a bad. I don't think it's a bad project. I think it's decent at best. But yeah, I think ultimately felt a bit disappointed because I feel like there's more strings to Knucks' bow. I feel like he's more versatile than he made out on this project, but still a decent project.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna echo the same sentiments. I didn't. It's when something. It's not bad music. It's not bad music. It's just. It was very samey.
Yeah.
It was the same flows.
Yep.
Over the same drum patterns. Over mostly same BPMs. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
I can't do that for 13 tracks.
Yeah.
It was a struggle to get in, and I'm not saying Knucks is shit. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying the music is bad. I just need a bit of something else. The one song that really stuck up to me is Player, and I said to you on the way here, I don't know if that was because Player was so much different sounding because it had the high pitched sample, it was different sort of flows. I don't know if that was just because of that, because it was finally I have a break from sort of Knucks' delivery on a lot of the songs, and I'm not shitting on it. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's very monotone.
The beat's
very monotone.
Yeah.
But I would say the exact same thing if it was hype and everything was hype. I just can't deal with the same shit for that long period. You know what I mean? I think it was, even if the flow, I'm saying the flow, but a lot of it was the beats too, the drum patterns.
Yeah,
the drum patterns were the same on every song.
Yeah, they were quite repetitive.
And the tempo on every song was pretty much the same. And it was those kind of not drill, but drill drum patterns.
Yeah.
It was very hi-hat heavy.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and it was
very 808 heavy.
Very 808 and hi-hat heavy. And it was just a lot I think. Yeah, and I'm not saying Knucks is terrible. I'm not saying that at all, bro. I'm just saying, if you hear this, I'm not trying to insult you. It's just my brain, and maybe I'm different to other people. Maybe this is where I'm wrong, but my attention span is short. It's different. You know what I mean?
I think like I think I will revisit it probably, and maybe I'll give it a little time to sit, because I gave it a few listens. I think maybe I'll leave it some time to marinate and then revisit and see how my opinion changes. But like I think it was quite different, because I think his last project, was it called Energy FM? Maybe I've got that wrong. Let me see. I really enjoyed his last one. That was one with Home on it.
But like, remember him on that
Energy
what's
105.
that song he did with DC, that Bobby Rowdy tune?
Oh,
he
tune.
weren't rapping like how he was rapping on this.
Yeah.
What's the song with Loyal Kana he has?
Stand Out.
He's
Cold.
not rapping like
Cold.
this.
Stand
like,
Out. Yeah.
He has more flows. I know he's
Yeah.
capable of so much more. And I'm not the hugest Knucks fan in the world, don't get me wrong, but I fuck with him, like, you know what I mean? And that's where I think my issue is. Even like, that's where my issue is. It's not, you're not shit. You're not, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying you're not talented. You are all these things. I just would like to see you push the boat out a bit more.
Yeah. And it's weird,
and
because
I get what this is. I get, like, he was probably like, I want to stick with a theme of an album.
Yeah.
But you can do that without making everything sound the same. Like, songs like Player were just nice to have a break from that. Like, and it's not all bad. Like, there were songs that did stick out to me, even though these are my biggest complaints. I'm like, Leon the Professional was probably my favorite song.
Yeah.
That was a great record.
Yeah.
I like Die Hard with Store. Also, another problem is, why were all the features so short? Did he? Oh, it's rude. But did he not have a budget? Like, Millions' verse was so short. Stormzy's verse was so short.
That's fair.
Like, it was nice to have a different break.
I think
I liked the song with Millions too. I liked Millions. Millions' verse a lot was really cold.
Laga, that ad-lib, man, that's so cold.
Sick.
So
yeah,
cold.
I used to listen to him. He's
Yeah,
kind of
same,
cold.
same.
Every time I hear him, I'm
just
like,
like,
I like
sick.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so I got it wrong. So Energy 105 was his first project, project, and then London Class he dropped. That was the one with like Stand Out and Fucked Up. And I think like, I don't know, maybe because he's like, I think he has become a bit more popular. But the thing is, the genre of music that he put out on this project, I wouldn't even define that as like the like popping or like UK rap sound.
No, the drum
like,
patterns were.
Oh yeah.
They look like half speed drill beats, not half speed drill beats, but off tempo. Not off tempo as in they're not on beat, but I mean like slower drill beats. That's what a lot of it was.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just expected more. And the thing is, I mean, he's still so early on into his career.
Oh
so
no,
1000%.
And I'm sure he won't do this.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be more. But I think ultimately I just expected a bit more. I was a little disappointed because I think I'm a huge fan of Knucks. I saw him live in November last year. It was incredible act live. He brought out everyone in the Uncle. I loved it. He brought out Loyal Kana. Brought out DC. He brought out who else did he bring out? Loyal Kana, DC.
I think you just need to stay in that lane, bro. Make music with them, man.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
Although I think Stormzy had the best verse on the fucking album.
I need to go back.
I like that Stormzy's verse. That was another song that sounded a bit different. And I was like, oh, thank fucking God, I couldn't do this for much longer.
He brought out Samwise. Yeah, Samwise, Loyal Kana, Venna, who's a sick saxophone player. And then DC as well. It was cold. And he brought out a few others as well. There was like a tune that he has with like a Canadian rapper. It was cold though. I forgot the name of it. I'll find it. It was cold. Yeah, and I think
he brought him out.
Yeah, he brought him out. It was crazy.
That's a long ass flight.
It's crazy.
That's a good friend.
The tune is banging though. Because I'll be honest, I hadn't heard it before he performed it. And
that's a good friend, boy.
Yeah.
If Mesh, you told me, yo, Lloyd, doing a podcast, oh, you have to give me a bag at least, bro. You have to pay for my flights at least.
Wow.
You think you're Lloyd? Yeah, I got this. I'm living in Canada now. You got the opportunity to come to doing a live podcast. Like, yeah, how much will I get paying? Nah, I ain't coming. I ain't coming. No, I'm chatting West.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like because the thing is with Knucks for me, he's such a versatile artist. I think on this he kind of stuck to like a similar kind of genre where I know there's more to him than what he put out. So yeah.
It's not bad though.
No, it's not. It's
bad.
It's not a bad project. It's decent.
I think if it was short, I'd probably like it.
Yeah.
And then why were all the features so short? Like, where was the album budget? But other than that, nah, man.
And the thing is, like, Knucks produces a lot of his own stuff, and in terms of production, he
Get some more producers, big man.
I know. No. But like in the past, like his production has been excellent.
What
So
was
like,
that guy? I like Day Off? Was his name?
No Days Off.
Yeah.
That's Knucks.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Oh, his beats were the best beats on the album.
Yeah.
I'll take that back. Keep producing your shit.
Yeah. No, but like
his beats were the best beats on the album.
Yeah. He's a sick producer, and the thing is, like, he can do more than he showcased production wise too. Like,
he
there's
did
more.
the Leon Professional beat, I think.
Yeah.
That song was sick. I don't know what it was about that song. It was the skit before as well. Like the end of the last song, they was like, yo, do you know that brother Leon? And they were like, who's Leon? And then the song went, and I was like,
oh, was that the tune? You know, shout out the babes from Croydon, Enfield.
No, that was far.
That
tune hated that
song.
song. That song was a bit better too because it sounded different.
I like that because I was like, shout out Enfield.
Yeah. Because at first I was baffed. I was like, why are they shouting out all these ends? And I looked at
they're all the far.
They're all the far parts of London. I was like, that's class.
But yeah, it was, I think I will revisit, and maybe it will need some time to marinate, and my opinion will change, as always. But I think ultimately I expected a bit more, but still a decent project.
Let's talk about someone who I think is undisputedly this generation's GOAT. It's undisputed. No, but I'm not saying the album.
Do you mean Blueface?
Blueface, baby. Yeah, no. I was actually talking about...
I'm not gonna lie, for that whole like 10 seconds I was trying to think of like a rapper.
Oh, really? Shit.
No, not like a shit, but like someone like who's not, but like that would. But yeah, go on.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah. I should have.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Way better.
Ah,
it's not a bit like
yeah.
G
Yeah.
L-A-M.
First class.
Going up, sexing up.
Just wait, guys. We got. we got.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Leaving that in.
But yeah.
So we're talking about someone who I believe. I don't know if you believe this. I think you would agree.
I think
with the sentiment.
Yeah.
This generation's GOAT
100%.
undisputedly.
100%.
Body of work.
Oh yeah.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Impression on the music.
Crazy.
His influence.
Mad. Although I think some people might argue.
Okay,
No,
I take that back. Drake has more influence.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that Drake doesn't have more. Drake Drake's influenced and then influences his influence. No, makes people influenced of his influences. If that makes sense.
Wait, he influences.
No, because he takes some people's stuff.
Yeah.
Makes it his own.
Yeah.
So then he influences people to use what he was influenced by.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that was incorrect. However, I phrased it, but you
that makes sense.
No, Drake's more influential. I give him that. But like socially and conversationally, no one's bigger than this man.
Socially and 100%, without a shadow of a doubt.
Like everybody and their grandmas.
Yes.
When this album came out, went and listened to it.
Yeah.
No one was
100%.
like, no. I knew people that don't like hip hop. Who were like, Kendrick's dropping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy. This is how good his music is. No, not mean to say like that, but like, this is his influence. People respect him as an artist to the top degree. Kendrick Lamar,